11 to 8, and dynamic duo Hall & Oates, Rich Girl, and the Darling Downs 864 Triple M. G'day, Lee, for breakfast. Thanks to Whipple's Volkswagen. He is the Outback hypnotist, Stephen Anderson. He's in the studio with us this morning, and he's about to do a little hypnotising with our producer, Col. Just a couple of things, Stephen, in regards to hypnotism. One of the number one questions is people say, you know, would someone be able to hypnotise me and make me, you know, murder somebody or do something outrageous? It's not the case, is it?
It's not the case. There have been a couple of TV shows that have made it look that way. But no, if you won't do something that you really don't want to do. Interestingly enough, though, there are some people who deep down inside want to do some interesting things, like when I get them up on stage and they say, but they were the quietest, but that's what they want to do, and I give them a reason to be able to act out.
All right. Okay. The other thing is, will you remember it later on? I mean, if you've got me running around the stage like a chook or something like that, will I remember that later?
I try not to do chickens, but you can take away someone's memory for a short amount of time.
Right.
But it always comes back. And you will always remember what's going on and what's happened. But yeah, you can do a little bit of amnesia.
Amnesia.
Amnesia,
yes.
That's the word. I
yes.
knew there was a word there. You can do the amnesia, and it will last for a little while, but it will always come back.
All right. So what's going to happen here? Talk us through the process.
First thing we're going to do, this is called a rapid induction, and we're going to put Col into trance, okay? And trance just means that you are going to be totally and completely relaxed. But of course, like we spoke about before, you do need to keep your legs solid and keep them on the floor, because I don't want you rolling out of the chair,
right?
Okay? We'd like you to stay in the chair, okay? So what I'll do is I'll just ask for your hand, thank you very much, and I'm just going to put my hand on your shoulder like that, and I'm going to ask you just to take a deep breath. One in, beautiful. And out. And one more. And out. Now close your eyes and sleep all the way down, all the way down. Now the deeper you go, the better you feel. The deeper you go, the better you feel. Isn't that fabulous? Now I'm going to count backwards. I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1, and as I count backwards, you're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm just looking over Lee's shoulder at the moment. So when I ask you to come back to me, the name that you were born and have lived by your entire life will completely vanish. Will completely vanish from your mind, and your real name from now on and forever has been Delta. And your name now is Delta. No longer is your name what it used to be. It is only Delta, and will always be until I tap you on the forehead. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. All the way back, all the way back,
wow,
all the way back. Fabulous.
You won't believe it when I play it back to you on video, how quickly you collapsed into Stephen's chest. You were asleep, and it was as simple as that. And it's wonderful to have the Outback hypnotist Stephen in the studio, of course, along with producer Col.
Delta.
With our producer Col.
Delta's my name.
Col, our producer.
Delta.
I think there might be a bit of an misunderstanding.
Good to meet you. You're Delta?
I am Delta, yeah.
It's lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
How did you get the name Delta? Was it a family name? Or?
I was christened that way.
Yeah, just always been Delta?
Yeah.
Must have been tough going up through school, eh?
Did you cop any teasing or bullying at school with a name like Delta?
Not that I can recall. No.
Popular though, the lads.
Yeah, because there are other Deltas in the world that are quite famous too.
Yes. Yeah, there's a singer.
Yes.
Very famous.
Well, I think I was Delta before she was Delta.
Right. The Delta lady, Joe Cocker.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, you would have loved playing that back in the day, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I did. I used to play that all the time. Actually, I've never really thought about it being a girl's name rather than a boy's name.
Well, I mean,
you grow up with it.
I mean, my name's Lee. It's girl. I think it's a unisex name.
It's a unisex name. Absolutely.
Wow. Unbelievable. All right, Delta. Let me just have you
just have your hand for a moment and sleep.
It is phenomenal. He's back asleep again, as quick as that.
Shall we play more games, or shall we bring him back?
Oh, no. We've got a few more minutes, couple more minutes. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, when you come back to me, your name will be back to Col, and on your shoulder will be a little man that's singing in your ears. And that little man that is singing in your ears will be singing a love song. And you will find yourself very attracted to that little man that is sitting on your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, and come back to me.
Oh, all right, Delta. You must have enjoyed that little sleep.
Who's Delta?
Here we go. All right, no. Oh, right. Sorry.
What's he calling
We're
me
back
Delta?
back to Col, are we, Col?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Lovely to have you back, Col. Sensational. But it was a nice time with Delta. All right. Are you all right? You look, you got a bit of a twitch going on there. You're looking over your shoulder.
Look, yeah. I'm not going to look. What's going on?
I don't understand. What do you mean? What is going on?
There's this little thing sort of singing on my shoulder.
What's he thinking?
What's like a... It's embarrassing,
Just
I
the
can't
song.
say.
You don't know. Yeah. You can't really tell what the song is. You can tell it's singing.
Yeah, well, he's whispering, singing sweet nothings in my ear.
Oh,
sort of thing.
right. Very amorous.
Is he an attractive little man?
Possibly.
Oh,
Possibly.
fair enough.
I don't think you and I and anyone else needs to know about this little thing that
Right.
we have going on.
It's just, right. It's fair enough.
This little thing that you have going on. You're actually blushing.
I am.
Yes, he
I'm a
is.
bit embarrassed about this
Yes.
because I haven't sort of discovered this
Right.
thing before.
Yes, not something you would
But
normally
you are liking
talk
it.
about.
Sort of.
Sort of.
It's not a bad thing.
No.
Put it that
No,
way.
it's, no, well, maybe it could be. No, well,
Being distracting playing bowls,
It's
though, isn't it?
very-
Bloody thing on your shoulder. Jeez, no, you're going to be going there then.
but it's not always here. Well, it hasn't been.
Right.
So I don't know where it's come from.
Oh, well, at least if we get caught for a player of $1,000 minute, maybe you can put the singing person on your shoulder on. Go, all right. But this is thoroughly, I mean, this is just absolutely unbelievable. If this isn't enough for you to want to go along and see the Outback Hypnotist, Friday the 5th of May, 6:30, RSL House Quarter, Ruthven and Harry Street, then I don't know what
Is he
is.
interrupting you?
No, he's fine.
Okay.
No, he's fine. I'm quite enjoying the song. No, he's going
Can
very
you
well.
hear it?
Absolutely unbelievable. It is wonderful to have you in the studio, Stephen. Thank you so much. You'll have an absolute ball at this and raising some much needed money. We'll have a link to the night on our Facebook page. Stephen Anderson, Outback Hypnotist, thank you for your time. Thank you, Delta, and sorry, Col, and you and your little friend. You go and enjoy something while we get into the news. You're on the Darling Downs 864 Triple M. We'll let Stephen bring Col back so that he can take your calls on 13 27 10.
Okay.
Have you had a hypnotism experience? Have you ever been under? Something happened? I'd love to hear from you. 13 27 10. It's 3 to 8 news is next.
Okay, when I count to 3, you can come back to me, and all of the suggestions that I have given you will be gone. You will be back to Col. There will be no little man on your shoulder, and your sort of switched type of feelings will be gone too. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. All the way back, all the way back. Hello, how are you?
Good.
How, you feeling great? That is an experience, honey.
Yeah.
Now I need you at the show.
You're not wrong. Holy smoke. You won't believe it. You won't believe it.
Do you? How much of it do you remember?
Yeah.
I mean it. You won't believe it.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Delta thing.
The Delta thing?
Yeah.
And your name was Delta, as far as you. Every time I said Col and you went Delta.
Yeah.
No, Col Delta.
Really?
Every time. You were adamant.
Yeah.
You were quite upset that I'm calling you Col. What are you talking about? And then there was the quandary when I suggested, well, what's sort of a girl's name? I never thought about that growing up. But was it really? Wasn't it a bit of a girl's name? And then this little thing singing on your shoulder. Wow. Absolutely unbelievable. You were very good. And so were you. So thank you very much. That was very impressive. And that was a classic stuff from The Who, Substitute 21 to 8. You're on the Darling Downs 864 Triple M. G'day, it's Lee for breakfast thanks to Whipple's Volkswagen. And I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun. Because we've got in the studio with us the Outback Hypnotist, Stephen Anderson. And a very good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Lee.
Thank you for popping into the studio. I really do appreciate it. Just you might start by just telling us a little bit about hypnotism, because I think a lot of people have it in their mind what they think hypnotism is. But what is hypnotism?
Well, I'll say straight up, what a lot of people think is that hypnotism is mind control.
Yes.
And that's, I think, what gives it a bit of a funny name. But in truth, what it is all about is learning how to use your mind properly. And by you losing your mind properly, you can do some absolutely incredible things. Now, I I play with it. I have fun with it, and it's a great thing to have fun with, but that's all it is about. If you want to get serious with it, people, athletes, business people, lots of people use hypnosis every day to make themselves impressive, incredible, very special.
So can you use hypnotism for things like helping you to give up smoking or reducing weight, those sort of things? I mean, can that be done?
That can be done and is done all of the time, yes. Yeah, no doubt about it.
So how did you get involved in it? Where did the interest come from?
A bit of a long story, but basically I tell people it's pretty much my midlife crisis, and I haven't done well enough in life to afford the convertible and the 22-year-old blonde, so I've taken on hypnotism. But no, I'm a business person, and which means I need to be able to communicate.
Yep.
Hypnotism and neuro-linguistic programming, which is a really big long word, is a part of hypnotism. It has been a part of my life, or my business life, as I've been learning to become a better communicator, and that's what hypnotism is all about.
How long did it take you to get to a point where you could hypnotise somebody else?
The confidence is what you need first, okay? I did probably 12 months worth of different courses, and then I started street hypnosis, because in my last business I would be at markets and fairs, and I put up a sign and said, if you want to be hypnotised, come and see me. And I'm still doing it. I'm still do street hypnosis, because it is pretty much the hardest type of hypnosis to do.
Fantastic. All right. Now, you do some shows about the place. I've seen some video of one you did at the Shamrock here a couple of years ago, which looked very popular. Do you still get out and about and do some of those shows?
I do. And I'm doing more and more. This is my new career, if that's what you'd like to call it. I've actually got a show on in 2 weeks' time, a fundraiser for the Memorial Hall up on the corner of Ruthven and Herries.
Oh, sensational. All right. And where's that going to be at?
That's going to be at the Memorial Hall.
At that Memorial Hall?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Well, like I tell you, there's plenty of details on the Facebook page, Outback Hypnosis. Outback Hypnosis. Just type that into your Facebook, but I can also put a link onto our Facebook page with all of this.